Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Watson on first down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And again, it's Chubb. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They go up the middle with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Watson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Goodwin. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss. That's it.
On 4th down, Watson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Bengals are going to get the football back.
Down. Black one. Ready.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. shotgun now for Lance. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Lance. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Bengals had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Rolling to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw, it's Lance. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Buying time to his left. But I think the ball's out. And now off to the races, down the right side. Past the 20. 10, 5. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now a receiver in motion left. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They run it again with Chubb, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on second down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And trouble trying to middle here. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now Watson going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Point after here coming up. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score 14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Mixing up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Right, 97. Right 2.
Now Mon. Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10.
His throw incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mon. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
This is taken around the 12. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Bond going to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Handoff comes to Chubb. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they're going to get this up to midfield. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
From the 50, it's Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Again, it's Watson.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Watson off play action. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And puts it on the carpet, it's out. And the Bengals grab it. There he goes, left side. The 30. 10. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. On first down, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They go with Chubb on second down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Watson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Watson. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. yards there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. A handoff running left, Mixon, and he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Once again, they run with Mixon. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running left, it's Mixon. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 112 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Cheetah. Cheetah. Hut, hut.
And they will take a knee here.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brand, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said,